Cambridge, England's paranormal capital.
They might have some fun with you guys today.
Let's hope so.
Ooh, what do we got right here?
You heard that?
Come on, show yourself right now.
Barry confronts
Who is in these woods? Ken, do you hear them?
Anybody over there?
It flew out and landed 2 or 3 feet.
Any ideas why?
She was probably murdered.
It was quiet. I was just walking around doing some stuff. And
But in case we alarmed to pick up activity entering or leaving the room. So how'd we do?
I think we did great. Look at these angles. They're perfect.
But we're on the right path for it.
Absolutely. Why don't you shoot it into that corner?
So we said that the EMF detector that was set right over in that area where Will's supposed to appear starts going off. And there's nothing that should be giving off a magnetic
EMF meter. It's believed that the ghost spirit have a chance. We know the guy's name.
Will, the bailiff.
Okay.
He's a kind of person that's
Other side of the bar. Well, whatever spirit has come into this room, I'm trying to keep my excitement to a minimum. This is fantastic. This is sudden. Just the 2 hands on the shoulder from behind.
And I think we saw him. There's a shadow, a little bit like he was trying to manifest itself.
Okay, here's my idea. I want to send Donna and Shannon into the bar, see what kind of reaction.
What it was. I invite you to have a seat at this table next to us, please. Feel free to bring the dogs with you.
You're aware that you're here. Are you offended?
The evidence supports their experiences, and that's something we can bring.
No, and the other half saying yes, yes, yes. If something has happened, that would be great.
What do you think? How'd the investigation go?
I thought it was a good one.
And we also have the question being said.
Corresponding questions.
That's big. That's big.
Brian,
You.
I might have something here. We were in the bar, myself getting the shoulders pressed, and I asked him, are you playing games? If there's a reply in.
Pluckley Village is the most haunted village in England, and so far so good.
So, Black Horse, good start to Buckley Village, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Very good.
That was really good.
Rob and I were doing our thermal sweep. Right away, that EMF meter was going off.
And Barry, you had an experience as well.
Suddenly,
That's a big spike.
It almost shows some kind of consciousness. That's really cool.
All right, so do we have anything else?
A very well-timed,
Alternative possibility for maybe someone feeling a cold spot.
This makes sense, doesn't it, really?
Is that definitely what happens every time?
A magnetic field. It wasn't just an alarm for us. It actually almost became a tool of communication.
We set this meter up. Pretty difficult to explain, and we'd like to get your impression on that now.
Well, that's fair enough.
What we got?
Definitely a reaction there of some sort, isn't there?
Yeah. With this kind of evidence, with what happened to us and all 6 of our investigators last night, we can say that in our...
Run a little bed and breakfast hotel.
All right, everybody, we're just about here, so let's get inside.
Cynical about the whole ghost thing, but having been here and experienced things, I'm a bit more open.
This is one of our guest bedrooms.
Okay, and what kind of reports of activity do you have in here?
To the farmhouse. I believe that it's the same guy that you can hear downstairs saying, I will these mysteries.
So how'd we do?
Camera 1, dining room. Camera 2 is kitchen. It borders this room. What we decided to do was to create a light source. And
Okay, I don't think that's it, but I got a different idea. You with me, Andy?
I'm right behind you.
Let's go for the barn.
Yeah, I'll give you some light. Did you hit him? We thank you for...
To investigate the Screaming Woods. The story is that people get lost in the woods, and you can hear them screaming. You hear that, right?
Uh-huh.
I'd say 20 seconds.
EVP session. Andy and Rob in the Screaming Woods.
So we started asking a few questions. Screaming Woods. We heard what sounded like footsteps coming towards us. Can you come back? Oh.
3 days.
It's been about 15 minutes.
Where we were.
All right, so let's...
Pluckley Village is supposed to be one of the most haunted villages in Europe. I want to review the evidence from Elby Farms.
Hey, Barry.
What was it? Maybe 30 seconds into walking into the woods, we heard our first scream. And, Simon.
Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you. So has there been any with something paranormal? In the Canterbury room, we went to look for the orb activity that had been reported.
That was the unusual sounds coming from the barn. One of the pieces of equipment that we use is a thermal imaging camera that shows everything in heat signatures. When we were going through there
I will. Well, we have a device that...
Yeah, I can see that.
And we're not saying that that is the only explanation, but we're saying that that is a kind of animal that would have caused the noise. Well, at that point, we heard what we thought was footsteps approaching. Here's a trick.
Fox.
Now we can compare that to what the girls captured. Screaming Woods is unexplained phenomena. Does that make it paranormal? Not to me.
Yes.
We did what we came to do. So we found evidence. The black. So we stopped here in Sherwood Forest. It's a whole Robin Hood thing. I want people to be
by its gruesome past.
It was the most rigorous punishment. You can't even move.
Claustrophobic.
I've been involved with the paranormal, pretty much every job you can do on a team. Family member team. Paul, obviously, it's terrific that you're able to us on this one.
As you see, guys, during the late 1500s, when they wanted to eat something, they used this particular in each other, like a dish or something, like they were complaining. Wow.
And quickly left the tower.
Let's move to the Queen's Tower. I will show you something really interesting over there.
Dizzy, and my son and daughter asked me what was going on. And suddenly I started to run toward the edge and finish the whole massacre. My son and daughter grabbed a hold of me, and that's the only...
Working towards that direction and admiring the pieces on the wall. Suddenly they turned around and they saw this little kid looking at them from a showcase all the way to basically the end of the tour. Anything you need, please let us know.
David, we're honored. Looking forward. I know that she is a really terrific investigator who works very hard. So I invited her to come join the GHI.
It's really tight. I asked for whatever was there to make some sign of its presence known. I do know that definitely this place is not, but there should not be anything down this way, and I just down this corridor.
Oh, now we're talking. So they would take all... All right, here's what I'm thinking. Since there's noises out here...
I'll ask you again, are you a prisoner that was here?
I just wanted to get out, and it was just incredibly uncomfortable for me just to be in there.
Brandy headed into the other room where the child was seen.
Tricks on me. Suddenly, it seemed like the shape started to actually form into actual...
Before we go,
Barry and I were doing a second.
Oh.
What's going on?
I think our boy may have just
Recorder rolling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. We can work off that.
Okay, I'm going to take a sip.
Whatever it was completely gone. It came from right behind you. I have no idea. I was looking at Paul and then you just flipped out. I didn't flip out. I was startled.
there it is.
Whatever seems to be in this Queen's Tower has some sort of... Oh, okay, there's the batteries gone on the full spectrum. Let's go, Paul.
David,
Guys.
good see you. How are you?
Oh, you can imagine. That was the EMF meter in response to our questions. And consistently, was up on the roof, taking a series of photographs with this camera and with his full spectrum camera, which allows us to see into different light spectrums that you can't pick up with the...
I gotta show you something else.
Oh.
Now, in this room alone, we have investigators. I think this is gonna blow your mind.
Is that the kid? You tell us. Would you be so...
Oh, God, that was really clear. That's exactly how it's been by the soldiers. They mentioned it was close to the showcases when they have seen it, and everyone... For a long time, we have proof that something is going on here. We have heard so many different of this little boy, and after we have seen that video, you can see clear a perfect of a boy. What can I say? Thank you, GHI. Thank you so much.
You know, this case to me was pretty close to something we're
Ja.